Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling comic book haul. Yes, howdy. So I have a little baby stack of comic books here because I'm trying something a little bit different in 2025. The comic collection is insane. I don't want to say too many books. I have a lot of books. So I'm going to try to thin the herd a bit, and I'm going to try to use some monies that I get for selling some of these books to acquire a little bit nicer comic for my collection. That's not to say that I'm still not going to be digging through the dollar bins looking for books, because I always find good stuff, but I would like to try every month to add something of value to my collection above the $10 book, $20 book. I'm not talking hundreds of dollars, not thousands of dollars, certainly, but $100 comic book, maybe we'll do that, maybe a little more, depends how things go. So with that in mind, I have two nice books for January and February already, it's just a few days in, but that's how this happened. So let's just get into it, shall we? So, local comic show, always hunting for DC Universe logo books. They had this one. This one was not in a dollar bin. This guy actually wanted some money for it, wanted $10 for this. It's a book I didn't have, so $10 I thought was a fair price. Because by the time I bought this on eBay with shipping and everything, it'd be there anyway. So, $10, picked this up. Cool book, DC Universe logo. I also picked up a couple goodies on eBay because I was gifted a nice gift card for Christmas from my sister. Thank you. And I got this Looney Tunes number 13 DC Universe logo variant. I have a cat just off camera playing with a toy. That's what that is, because they want to be where I am. Okay. Anyway, these Looney Tune books are harder to find for under $50. This one was only like $8, so I got a real deal on this one. And then also Wonder Woman 87, beautiful Brian Boland cover, DC Universe logo, amazing. Love those books. Also, at the local antique mall, I went digging through his $2 comics, and I found this, Mighty Thor 411, which is the first cameo appearance of the New Warriors. Night Thrasher and Speedball and a host of others. Nova, I don't really remember who else. But this is a book I've been trying to find on the cheap for a long time, and now I have it. Pretty nice shape, a couple of bucks. Heck yeah. And local half price books, as I go there constantly. I haven't had much lately, but they did have a couple of things. Where Monsters Dwell, number 36. A couple of bucks for this. Not the best of shape, but for $2. And I'm always collecting these monster books for Bronze Age Marvel. $2. Can't pass that up. And then out of nowhere, see, they have a date on this from October, but God knows I've been to this half-price books more times than since October. So I don't know where this was hiding, but here's Marvel Spotlight number 12, first appearance of Son of Satan. $2. That's not going to show up. $2. This book, depending on spec, can get you a few dollars. Bronze Age Key, it's not in beautiful shape at all, but for $2, that is a heck of a steal. So that was exciting. The only other book I got from that comic book show that I showed the Superman DC Universe logo book from was this one that I've wanted forever, and I kept waiting to find it at half-price books for a couple of bucks. I never found it. So I finally pulled the trigger, and I spent some Spent a few dollars on this one. New Mutants 87. First appearance of Cable. Rob Liefeld's Cable. I have pretty much all the 90s keys now that I want. This was a big omission in my collection. I've wanted it for a long time, and I finally just pulled the trigger and said, I'm just going to have to buy the darn thing. So, fortunately, there was only one dealer at the whole comic show that had one, and he wanted a little bit more than I wanted for it. We talked about it for a few minutes, and he came down. So I brought this home. Brought this home for like $80. I'm real happy with it. It's in really nice shape. It's a nice piece for the collection. Cool. So that's my January big boy book. My February book came today. So I'm always wanting to add to my Golden Age comics. I don't have many. I like to get them. I did not have any Fiction House comics. Fiction House, the company, publishes Planet Comics, Wings Comics, Jumbo Comics, Jungle Comics, Ranger Comics, Fight Comics, the list goes on and on. I once had a really nice issue of Planet Comics, and I don't anymore, and it hurts me. I want that back very much. So I'm always on the lookout for stuff that's in nice shape that I can afford from Fiction House. And this popped up on my radar over the weekend, and seller at a good price on it. I just let a few bucks on a gift card, and Jumbo Comics 117. This is a beautiful book. Got Matt Baker artwork in here. Golden Age great. First book I have of his. This is from 1948. This is a 77-year-old comic book. I mean, it's got a little damage here on the side. It's got there's a little bit of fading. But man, this book is a sharp looking book. For what I paid for it, I paid around $100, not including the gift card. Okay, to me that's a bunch of money. I know other people drop that on books, but like nothing. $100 for me is big money. So that's my February big boy book. I'm really happy with it. Anytime these Golden Age books make it to me, I mean, this was on a newsstand. This was on a newsstand in 1948. And this is not a special book in any way, shape, or form. It's not the first appearance of any major character. There's no reason for anyone to save this, let alone save it in any kind of in this kind of condition. But it survived. It survived the Frederick Wortham hearings in Congress. It survived all the book burnings and parents throwing out comic books left and right. And it made it to my house, into my hands, into my collection, and I'm just thrilled to have it. It's like time travel. That's the best way I could describe it. Like having these kind of books, I can imagine just picking it up in 1948, and that's a really great feeling for me. I really enjoy that. That's cool. It's a cool book. It's a cool book, and I'm glad I could share it with you guys. And that's all I got. Like I say, a little tiny stack. We'll see how I do with this buying a bigger book each month. Next episode, I could have a stack of dollar books that are all just fun reads. What are you gonna do? So we'll see. We'll see if I can thin the collection out a bit. We'll see if I can make some more focused choices. We'll see how it goes. But I do love to buy me some comic books. Okay, everybody be well. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.